Now, my next guest was born in Little Havana to Cuban parents. Her parents immigrated here, fled right before the arrival of Fidel Castro. She graduated from University of Miami, then from Harvard. Then she began a career in journalism, was anchor for CNN Espanol, worked for Univision, was national news anchorwoman at Telemundo. She's won, 5 Emmy Awards? And she's running in Florida's 27th Congressional District as a Republican, of course, against Donna Shalala. It is an important swing district and an important swing state. Is it possible for us to get back the House? Please welcome to the program Maria Elvira Salazar.
Wow.
Ms. Salazar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Wow, absolutely. That's a wonderful presentation, a wonderful introduction. I thank you very much.
Well, it's a very
with you, Larry.
It's a very important race, and it's a very important state. What are the polls saying about your race right now?
Well, the polls are position us in a very good place because socialism. You see, the state of Florida is full of Hispanics who have fled the countries of origin that had socialist regimes. And my opponent in particular, Donna Shalala, who, by the way, was the president of the Clinton Foundation, also the longest-serving member of the Clinton government, somebody that is a political insider, is a Washington elite, and who wants to basically just preserve power and money by running for Congress.
Maria, I keep hearing that people, the younger Cubans, Cuban Americans in Florida, don't have the same hostility towards the Fidel Castro regime as the older Cuban Americans do, and therefore that poses kind of a problem for Republicans. Is that true?
Well, yes and no. I'm going to tell you what's the problem. Right now, the problem is that socialism, and that word is, it's a bad word for many of us, including that group of Cubans that just arrived, let's say 20 years ago, and did not live Bay of Pigs, who never knew what a democratic and Republican Cuba looked like. So those people may like the social programs that are being promised by the Dems. Maybe they like some of the social policies, but when they hear the word socialism, we all know what it means, and we have all, them and us, escaped it. In my case, my parents belong to the first wave. Remember that we're talking about 60 years of oppression.
Right.
My parents were the first wave. You've had 6 waves after that. So you're talking about the 5th or the 6th wave. Those people, I repeat, do not know what democracy looks like, but they do know how socialism feels. And that's why I am very confident that District Number 27 in South Florida, the heart of Miami, 70% Hispanic, 60% registered voters are Hispanic, will understand that the Dems have been hijacked and infiltrated by a dogma that is theft. And unfortunately, what Bernie is selling is damaged goods to an audience that are so naive and young that cannot fathom or understand that what Bernie and AOC and the radical left within the Democratic Party is selling to them is only slavery, oppression, misery, and exile. Because that's what it is.
I'm speaking with Maria Elvira Salazar. She is a Republican candidate against Donna Shalala for Florida's 27th Congressional District. Is there a way that people can contribute to your campaign if they want to?
Absolutely. They can go to my website. It's mariaelvirasalazar.com.
mariaelvirasalazar.com.
That's right. You can give $5, whatever you can give. But it's a very important race in a very important state. And it's not only Florida. But you have to look at AOC. AOC is, everybody says, well, that she is not really a representative of the party. We know, Larry, that AOC right now is the speaker de facto. Why do I say that? Because the empirical evidence shows it. What is that evidence? Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, did not dare to denounce Ilhan Omar in that resolution.
Not by name. They watered the whole thing down. They watered the whole thing down.
So why do you think they didn't dare to name Ilhan Omar? Because AOC was going to come out and defend her.
Right.
And Nancy did not want to antagonize AOC. right there. And then why Donna Shalala? There was a resolution that was, I'm sure that, I don't know if your audience remembers this, but like a month ago before the virus, there was when Bernie was saying that Fidel was the good guy, that he taught people how to read. When that commotion a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, AOC, a congressman presented a resolution on the floor of the United States Congress denouncing socialism. My opponent did not dare to vote against that resolution, coming from Miami. Why? Because she was terrified of AOC. So they have a lot of power. But you know what? I'm going to be the AOC of the GOP because I'm as brown as she is, because I'm a female, and because I'm going to tell her that she drank the Kool-Aid.
The website is MariaElviraSalazar.com, MariaElviraSalazar.com.